We made it.
We snuck into the Chernobyl exclusion zone. Now we have a dangerous and difficult route to the city of Pripyat, where we want to bring light to the stalker apartments and spin the Ferris wheel. But from the very beginning, things didn't go at all as we had planned. It was very cold and the bikes kept breaking down. We lost Vadim. Isn't he behind? I almost fell down. Okay, Vlad's going to check.
He's down!
Oh no, what happened?
Sasha, call an ambulance.
Looks like it's over.
What happened? He was lying unconscious.
Damn!
We should call an ambulance.
Well, it's not like there's an ambulance.
There's an ambulance here. When a dude got stung by a snake here, they called an ambulance. Chernobyl ambulance.
Man, we've had one accident after another.
That's it.
Options. Either I get up now and we go and rest a bit, or we call an ambulance. We'll go to the police right now. We'll hide the bikes here so the police won't notice them.
I held on till the last minute, but I just fell, Vlad.
Why were you messing around with radiation?
I don't know.
Your eyes are red and you're all red. Let's get him up.
My bike.
Can you stand up? Don't fall. Wait, don't touch the bikes. Are you feeling better or should we call an ambulance?
How long do we have to ride?
9 hours?
9? We've got to sleep somewhere.
2 or 3 hours and we'll be in the house. Can you handle it?
I'll try.
I don't even know what's going on.
These stalkers, they're kind of crazy. We want to take Vadim in tow. Stop, tighten that end. Tighten it, hold the tension. What's wrong with you? Holy moly, Vadim, hold the tension.
Vadim, stand back.
Guys, I'm so sorry.
We decided to have a little snack with dried bananas.
Good.
Do you want a chocolate?
It's delicious. I could eat some more.
This route promises to be awesome. Okay, I'm ready. You ready? Let's go. I hope it's working. So is it working?
Tighten it up. It should work.
We'll never make it to Pripyat today with such adventures. Well, we'll look for an abandoned village to spend the night there.
Vadim, is that your poop?
No.
Are you sure?
A subscriber called.
I know you're dreaming about me.
Hello?
Is he in shock?
Yeah, he fainted with joy. Like me.
This is Super Sus speaking to you.
Hello, it's Seuss.
He hung up on the phone. Anyway, we're walking at night on some obscure routes, and then we pass some obscure factory. You know, a factory in the middle of the woods. There's not a single person around for, I don't know, 15 kilometers, not even a footprint on the road. And they're running some kind of machinery in that factory. There's a roar. It's just a terrible sound.
It's very scary. I didn't want to go that route. I'm afraid if something happens to us, no one will find us. There are animals roaming there. It's a very strange route.
The fact that in the Chernobyl zone, deep in the forest, where never in this excursion is some kind of factory, this in itself raises a lot of suspicions. We are now approaching a dangerous place, a bridge. There's a car coming. We're getting down. I wish they wouldn't stop. A cop car.
Just like the last time we got pulled over.
It's really bad. We're hiding all the time.
Here comes the abandoned village. Now we need to find a whole house with beds and a stove so we can get a good night's sleep.
In any case, this place is very scary. There's a disco dance contest at the club tonight.
This is a club?
Yeah, it's a club. Look, this is where they used to have disco in the Soviet era. Let's go check inside. I hope there is no bear sleeping there. This is awesome. Looks like it collapsed. Look, the bulbs are still intact from the USSR. Look, it's intact, absolutely intact.
Really a club?
Nice. The roof's caved in. Maybe it burned down.
All right, guys, get some chicks. We'll hang out.
It was burned down.
There was a big fire.
I read about huge forest fire here.
People set this on fire for a purpose.
Forest?
No, they burned the village.
Why?
I don't know.
This is the main hall of the club. This is where the discos were held.
Yes, and this is the main entrance.
It's awesome. Yeah, this is the main hall. Look.
Look at these walls.
There are so many trees here.
Really?
Why did they burn it down?
These trees are about 20 years old, no more.
Look at these. They're so tall. Let's go take a look at the next house. And we're gonna look in here now. I hope it's not wolves. It's a Soviet store, I think. Look at the windows. It didn't burn, just the floor fell through. That's awesome.
No, it's dangerous.
Oh, come on. There's beds. There are a lot of beds here, but they're missing their springs. Somebody must have scrapped them. The glass is still intact.
I think it's someone's stash.
Metal thieves. There's a door somewhere. Let's see.
Look at the cards. And they are not old.
Yeah, man, they've been sitting here playing cards.
It's a gangster's den.
There's something else out there. Huge building. It's a store, I think. Holy moly, it's so creepy, guys. Industrial goods. Doors open. We're expected here. There's something round. Someone prepared the metal. Look, they've hidden a barrel, a water barrel. The light bulbs are in place.
There's booze.
Look at the decorations. In old style. Got any copper? That's not the motor. What is it? More or less switch. Some sort of thing I can't determine the purpose of.
They were preparing metal here.
Yeah,
Right there.
maybe they burned down the village to get the metal. The battery's still there.
How come?
Heating?
There's sand.
Radioactive?
Maybe. There are fresh traces here.
The door was opened after the snow had fallen.
There's more houses.
What's this village called?
Karagos.
Someone hid the window frames.
They slept here. Look.
Yeah, they lived here. There's life signs. They were eating something. Maybe we scared them off. Look, there's a whole can. And now they're sitting somewhere here, scared. There are cool stoves there. 2 of them.
We won't be able to take them.
Look, the piping's still in place. They were warming themselves here. Also in this village, look at these huge footprints.
We're not going to kill animals, are we?
Depends on the situation.
The boys say that our hut has teleported. It's a zone anomaly. For some reason, space distorts all the time. Do anomalies exist?
So it's not you who's being stupid, but an anomaly?
Well, there used to be a hut here. See? This is where the village should begin.
Oh man, that makes it even more mystical. You're really saying the house teleported?
Just a little anomaly. Is this corner supposed to be
Do you
here?
think there's an anomaly that would make the house move?
The house for our overnight stay teleported. What do you think? Is it possible? I personally, after these words, I couldn't stand it and launched the navigator on my smartphone. Guys, we're in the wrong place. Look, Pripyat is in the other direction, and we're going in the opposite direction. Perhaps our guide got lost, and in order not to so panic, tells about the anomalies of the zone. And Antoha really believes it.
Holy moly, the chain fell off.
Chain ring is crooked.
That's normal.
Fixed?
You know why it's hard to drive? Look at the little sprocket on the back. That's for speed. Look how the chain is stretched. See, it's not hitting the teeth. It's just dead. That's why it's running like that.
It's not a bike, it's some kind of mocker or an exercise machine. It'll give me legs so big, I'll go to a bodybuilding contest and win.
Another interesting thing is that we just have a huge pump, but it doesn't pump well. Expensive pump?
No, it's not expensive. It's Chinese crap.
Anton, let's go explore the hut. Put the bike on its side, don't worry.
I think we still have time to do this, but now we need to get to the base faster.
Should I go myself? Abandoned house. There's no entrance on this side. Look, it's probably a hangar or something. Shine it in there. Holy moly! Shine there! Shine! There's something sick in here. Look, somebody brought logs in here.
Yes.
Damn. I wish no one is here.
It's scary in here.
Let's go check.
Come on, bro, let's go back.
There's something in there. Look, fresh poop. It's a huge barn and they just brought in fresh branches.
Fresh cow poop.
That's content.
I suggested to Anton to go further. He said, no, we won't.
You wanna come? It's creepy.
Let's go.
It's really creepy.
Boars can sleep there.
We'll wake up the bear like that. Look, whose poop is this?
That's deer poop. No, that's boar poop.
He's an expert in shit.
Shine the light over there. It's atmospheric, but let's move on. What are these boxes? These aren't from 86.
Here, maybe they sorted through the poop and did something with it.
Look, there's more poop.
Actually, there are just mountains of poop here.
There's something at the end. Look, shine a light in the distance. Look, the branches are moving there.
What the hell is this? Why are the branches moving?
Something's gone.
Boars live here.
They warm themselves here at night and sleep.
Why are these branches here?
Let the subscribers write in the comments.
Well, guys, we're still going. It's dawn. Anyway, it's a tough job, I'll tell you that. The zone, of course, it's a huge strain. It's very tiring.
It's a very scary thing, very difficult.
We found the house after a long journey. Here it is. Look.
This is where we're gonna make our first stop.
All right, we have arrived. We're entering the hut.
Just put it there for now. Oh, this shack is just awful. A real shack. Damn.
We're going to redo the whole house now.
Is it dusty here?
It's okay. Nice.
This is from a dark cop.
Drop it! It's radioactive!
Okay, we're going to bed. See you in the morning.
The guys are already asleep, as you can see. Almost asleep.
We're real bums.
Are you both without a sleeping bag?
Guy's frostbitten on the head.
It's getting light outside. I don't know if you can see out there or not. Woke up at dawn. Well, actually, the sun's up. Unreal cold weather. I didn't sleep at all. We'll look for a hut with a stove to heat it up and keep warm, because this is the end. It's freezing. The power banks are failing. For some reason, it charges very poorly in the cold. What makes you think this stove is inoperable?
We won't burn it?
Why would we burn it?
What's up, guys? I said, we will either get to Pripyat or walk or crawl, but we will be there.
That's the firewood we collected. Here's Anton coming out of our hut. By the way, the road is really close. We are so visible.
Let's go straight ahead.
Yes, let's go. Notice how great the asphalt is here. This is hardcore. This is the Chernobyl zone. This is not an official tour.
These guys are just crazy. Other guys give up, and they are going well. In a good mood.
That's terrible. I forgot my sleeping bag. Guys are still there. I'm gonna be here alone now, running around the hut. Look how scary it is to be out here by yourself, and the traces here are obvious. That's terrible. Look what's going on here. There's a sleeping bag somewhere. We're gonna find it. It was lying next to me. I'll see if we've forgotten anything else. Look at this place. There's nothing here at all. But there's an attic. There's nothing here. Nothing here. There's nothing left here. And the sleeping bag is coming back. Guys, we've moved on to the other hut. They say it's awesome. Let's see what is there. So, do we just put the bikes here or do we hide them? The entrance looks very gloomy.
I think it's a regular stove. Chimney's on top.
Is it closed now?
No, the chimney is not closed.
There's a stove here, I tell you. An ancient one.
How do stalkers survive? The firewood is still there, beautifully stacked.
This is an interesting wood supply. Looks like it was harvested before the nuclear plant went down. Look, nice. Nice. Everything here is abandoned. The switch is just like the one in my house. It still works. Yeah, this place is awesome. We could live here. The cellar and everything is new. Must have just been built.
This is hardcore survival. We had to fire up the stove in the house.
Look.
Quiet. This is from the stove.
Throw a battery in there.
I don't think it's a good idea. It will explode.
We put a can of buckwheat in the oven. 10 minutes and that's it, it's hot. Now we make boiling water to make instant noodles.
Noodles. There's a whole bunch.
It's not like home, of course, but it's cozy.
It's not so cold anymore. Your grandfathers and fathers went camping in the mountains. And our generation goes to stalk in Pripyat.
It's become mainstream.
When the guys are gluing the tire, I decided to explore here a little. And this is an interesting village. Here is a house that is well preserved. And there's another house there. The condition is good, although it was 30 years ago. Well, they look pretty good. The windows are still in place. It's cool how people lived in the USSR. The shutters are really cool. We're in the village of Straholezi. This is the Chernobyl exclusion zone. And now we want to show you the condition of the houses here. Porch is already firewood. Look, the floor is rotten. The roof has fallen through, but that won't stop us. We're going into the house now. You're an extreme.
Nils?
You're crazy.
I'm careful. It's just rotten. Damn.
Right at the entrance, we see 2 bicycle wheels. Here we see the remains of some children's bicycles. By the way, there's a tricycle. You see, guys? Look what I found. Look at this sprocket, this chain. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. But it looks great nonetheless. Okay, it's stable. Radiation is normal. 18. Wow, look what I found.
What's there?
You come in here, but be careful.
Okay.
Look at this chest.
Wow, nice.
It looks new. The most frustrating part is that the chest has already been opened. Look here, something new was in the packages. Zalesie, Chernobyl district, Kiev region, parcels. That was, you might say so, the entrance hall. Now we go into the living room. Here we see the stove in excellent condition. A lot of bottles were thrown there. Look at this cauldron. It must have been used to cook meat in. A little bit too much everywhere, just a little bit.
Look, a razor, some old magazines.
Let's look at the date they left it. We got the calendar on the 9th. What month is that? November 9th, 84th year.
What else is cool there?
Look,
A comb, a Soviet one. I had one like that, you know, when I was a kid.
there's a big bench here. This is where people used to gather, socialize, watch TV. This room, apparently, they couldn't get the door open. It was just taken out because the floors were up. Let me show you what's in here. And here in the beds are still standing. Of course, to sleep on them will be terrible. There are some books.
There's something modern here. Something about Jesus.
The church must turn into a wide river.
Look, this one here, it's yellow already, it's old.
Some books?
Is there a date?
Anatoly Shian.
Some pills. Riboxin.
Riboxin.
Something from pain.
Antithrombotic. It's for grandmas. There's a latch here. Now we're gonna go to that farm building. Looks like it's for farm animals.
And it's perfectly preserved.
There's still straw here. Has it been there since those years? Pigsty. That's all intact. You can take it and live. There's an old closet still here. Or a trellis, I don't know what they call it. And here is also a cellar for potatoes. A toy. How about this bunny? He also had a whistle. It's atmospheric. I'll put it somewhere prominent.
Sit down.
Sit down!
Okay.
It's gonna be hot.
Oh no.
Okay. Done. Let's go to space. Now we're going to measure. The most important thing to measure here is radiation. Resetting the readings, measuring moss. In theory, something settled here, but maybe it was washed away by the rain. Takes a long time. Well, a little more than I have at home, no doubt. 17 is already intended. We can see that it's essentially normal. Of course, it beeps more often than in the city, but it is not higher than normal.
Check yours.
What does it show?
Yeah, it's showing 22 here. Is it the same for you?
It's still a bit higher, you know, compared to the city.
Let's go to the hut. And here's the best part. There's a stove. You're still warming the Red Bull?
20 minutes and the gloves are dry.
Imagine the hopelessness. Camping conditions, guys. What can you do, really? There's no choice.
It's such a thrill, I can't tell you. Sitting by the fire in the Chernobyl zone. It's so relaxing. It's so warm. It's awesome. Alright guys, we're moving out of the hut. We're about to head to the Duga over the horizon locating station.
Yeah, it's a great ride.
Yes, that's right. See the Pripyat cemetery. Or rather, the village called Straholisi.
Is it also called Fearwood?
Hey guys, we met some wild deer, and they're just standing there looking at us. Holy deer, have you guys seen this?
That's a shot.
There's our bikes, and there's Duga.
Could there be mines in here?
Super zoom. Look how huge it is. This is Chernobyl life, a forest of fallen trees. I don't know why, but our route is here. Who came up with this route?
Sasha, he is very powerful. He's carrying this huge burden. He just lifts it. I'm in sports and I'm shocked. It feels like he's some kind of champion in some kind of sport. He's hiding something from me.
In general, there is a normal route.
Do you know what surprises me the most?
Why are there green leaves? It's a real anomaly. I mean, it's not normal in this weather. There's also a strange odor. Like, you know, dusty, dirty dust.
It's like your grandmother's dresser.
Now we want to accomplish one of the most important missions in this forest. To clear it of old, dry trees, and now a professional will show you how to do it properly. Come on, back off.
I'm the strongest man.
You know, it's a very useful activity. It clears the forest of deadwood, and consequently, it's much easier for new pine trees to grow.
Convincing alibi.
I lost my chain.
This dude lost his chain.
We have to find it.
I found it. The lock connector on the chain came out, and we decide what we're going to do next.
Should we leave Vlad and go on our own? We can get back at him. He stole water from me once.
I suggest just wrapping it tightly with tape.
No, that's not gonna work. You know, with duct tape, it'll tear.
Dude broke his chain.
It will pierce holes and will hold.
Maybe. The zone doesn't accept us at all.
Come on, let's get more duct tape.
The guys are geniuses.
The duct tape works. Now stop and see how it wears. It's not wearing at all.
Really?
I think it's pierced.
Duct tape! They replaced the iron part with duct tape!
Look what awaits us. This is Duga. And that's where we're going. We just measured the radiation. It's clearly excessive. And they're cutting down a forest.
And that's forbidden.
And those who cut down the forest, they are the ones who are ratting us out. So we don't film what they're doing here.
And then they make furniture out of that wood and bring it to you.
Guys, look, I found a radioactive Chernobyl mushroom.
Well, it's not that bad.
I lost my sleeping bag.
50 and the safe dose is 100 microrangens.
Try measuring the soil. Radiation's not a big deal here yet, just above normal.
We approached the entrance. This place used to be heavily guarded, with towers, as it should be. Well, now everything is complete devastation.
I'm not going to Pripyat again!
Why?
I hit my knee pretty hard.
He's always like this. It's still about 5 minutes away.
Honestly, people, who came up with this climb? There's a huge antenna here. It's probably the largest in the world, which was sending out a very powerful pulse. And it could detect early missile launches, even in America. It's like a very powerful thing. It's a legend of the Soviet Union.
Let's go see it.
We're going to look at it now. Of course, it's already abandoned, but that's why we're going there. Just as we entered the area, I found one section that looked like a transmitter. MP26A, black military transistors, those years 70s, 73-year-old capacitors. Just imagine, it looks like it was just built and a nuclear power plant blew up, and that's why this thing barely worked. Then they stole everything. This is the scale.
That's so high. I can't believe how awesome it is. It's all iron. And huge. How much does it weigh? Holy Duga. It's indescribable.
Do you see what the thieves did with the vibrators on the Duga?
Am I the vibrator?
The section of the antenna is called a vibrator, for those who don't know. There's another part. This is the end of it. What kind of experiment do you guys want to do with that huge antenna? Maybe try to capture atmospheric electricity. I wonder how much power you can get off of it. Or would you rather transmit some kind of signal through it? Well, we're just a little bit away from getting to the city of Pripyat.